So my series Roblox Watch is still on hiatus. I'm working on it, but it's been really difficult, mainly because a lot of the stuff that's been going on lately is difficult to put humor in. I joke about a lot of serious shit in my videos. I joke about things like mass murder or drug abuse or terrorism, but one of the things that I really don't find funny at all is child abuse. I don't know where to start with MisterObvious because of how complicated the whole situation is. But it'd probably make the most sense to start at the first instance of someone contacting me about him. So back in April, someone messaged me on Twitter about MisterObvious, who's a Roblox video creator. He makes animations, and he's been popular for a few years. He has a really big following. But they contacted me about how he was a pedophile and how he sexually harassed this person's friend, who is a 15-year-old girl. Now, MisterObvious has had a long history of attacking people who call him out. So to protect the individuals in question, we'll call the person who messaged me X and the 15-year-old girl Y. So anyways, X asked me to add him on Discord, so I get his username and I send him a friend request, and immediately he sends me a video of MisterObvious rubbing his penis through his underwear. Rather than show the video, I'm going to let you listen to the audio so you can get an idea of how disturbing this actually is.
So, I want you to know that the bottom part here is really sensitive, and the head is the most sensitive. My word's low. But yeah, just do this, and it's super freaking delicious and hot.
So, immediately after this, X sent me 6 screenshots of Obvious soliciting Y, sexually soliciting Y, and another video of him masturbating, this time with his penis actually exposed. He also included a screenshot of Obvious's Discord profile confirming it was him that sent the messages, and at this point he told me Obvious was 22. Remember, the girl is 15 years old. So after receiving another screenshot, I decided this was serious enough to actually contact law enforcement, and with permission from both X and Y, I submitted this tip, along with all the chat platforms Obvious used, the dates and times of the messages, and all of the information I had on him, including his YouTube, Twitter, and Roblox accounts. I added my contact information to the report as well so I can give any new information on request. And this report was submitted on the 1st of April, and I haven't heard anything about it since. This could mean that either my tip was ignored, or there's an investigation going on right now. It'd be understandable that they wouldn't contact me if an investigation was started. You know, if I were law enforcement and I wanted to catch someone sexually exploiting children, I wouldn't want to tell the public and risk compromising the investigation. Either way, enough time has passed since then for MisterObvious's antics to fall under the spotlight. I messaged him on Twitter back in May, giving him a very stern warning that I knew what he did, and it'd be best if he didn't do it again. And what followed was Obvious immediately getting hostile and agitated, to the point where he even tried to convince me that he's a girl. Now, MisterObvious has included his voice in a lot of his videos, and judging by the way he interacts with people online, even before this whole incident started, he's definitely not a girl. But after spazzing out for a few minutes, Obvious blocked me, and I haven't been in direct contact with him since. I've been on Roblox for a very long time, and this isn't the first instance where I've had to report someone to the police. Typically when someone messages me asking for help dealing with a pedophile, I keep everything private and try not to start a witch hunt or public outing against the person. And I do this for a number of reasons, mainly because I don't want to advertise the perpetrator as someone who's offering sexual contact, and because I don't want to advertise the victim as being sexually suggestible. This was especially important back when I was trying to get Roblox to take action against BuilderGirl656. Given that most Roblox users are teenage boys with raging hormones, a lot of underage kids may see news that a woman is offering sexual contact as an opportunity to have fun without realizing the psychological damage and developmental issues that come with it. The only time I ever go public about these situations, as I did with BuilderGirl656 and MisterObvious, is when someone else breaks the news and their antics stop being a secret. When a Roblox user who I'll refer to as Z posted this message on Twitter and it garnered almost 200 retweets, I decided this was public enough to take action. Now before I keep going, I'd like to say that the purpose of this video is to accomplish 2 things. I want to get MisterObvious arrested, And I want to warn others of people like this. And really, if anyone on Roblox or online in general contacts you and they're trying to get you to do sexual things or send photos or they're being really explicit with you, the best thing you could do is tell your parents. I mean, really. I know it's awkward and it's weird, but this isn't something that's normal. Alright? I can guarantee you won't get in trouble if you tell your parents about this stuff. They're going to want to check your messages, but keep in mind, you're the victim of something if this happens to you. You have done nothing wrong. Your parents will know how to handle this better than anyone else. So, let's begin with the recent events. In her post on Twitter, Z revealed that MisterObvious was using her Roblox Discord group to find underage girls in their early teens to send inappropriate texts, photos, and even engage in sexual activity over voice chat. Following the post, a number of users began posting screenshots where MisterObvious had been making sexual requests to young girls and sending suggestive photos. Some of these screenshots had already been sent to me, but I decided to chime in and post more. Here's MisterObvious asking Y, who's 15 years old, if she's single. Here's MisterObvious manipulating Y and implying he wants to date her. Here's MisterObvious telling Y he doesn't plan on dating anyone for a while. Here's MisterObvious saying he's willing to do erotic roleplay with Y. Here's MisterObvious implying that he's turned on and telling Y he wants to masturbate. Here's MisterObvious saying in his defense that he dated Y and Y's friend tells him to stop sending Y videos of his penis. Here's Y stating that MisterObvious asked if she was single, where she went to school, and if he could see her naked. Remember, Y is 15 years old. MisterObvious is 22. Here's MisterObvious saying he's wanted to masturbate all day before asking Y to get on Kick. Here's MisterObvious messaging another underage girl about her gag reflex and if she'd be able to give him a blowjob. Here's MisterObvious messaging an underage girl at his workplace saying he was turned on. Here's MisterObvious sending a sexually suggestive photo to two underage girls. Here's MisterObvious blaming antidepressants as the reason he sexually solicited children. Now, as someone who's been on and off a variety of antidepressants for years, and as someone who's had several friends and family members take a number of different antidepressants, I can safely say that there is absolutely no quality to antidepressants that would make anyone more sexually active or a pedophile. Here's MisterObvious offering an underage girl photos of his legs and hand, then getting frustrated when she tells him she doesn't want to see. Here's MisterObvious talking about how he enjoys moaning sexually and offering to let a young girl hear it. After she declines, he says, not like a loud-ass moan, it's more like quiet ones, passionate ones.
Oh, man.
Here's MisterObvious claiming he masturbated during a conversation with an underage girl. What's worse is that after all of this proof, and with so many people coming forward, MisterObvious still doesn't accept that what he did is wrong. After news broke that he was a pedophile and a sexual predator, Obvious made his Twitter private and updated his blurb to this. Fuck you, E-Job and C. I hope you both live fulfilling lives knowing you've ruined other people's lives. Really, Obvious, the people who spoke up about you are the ones who ruin lives? How about the damage you did to the minds of impressionable young girls? How about the people you threatened into submission to keep them quiet? How about the fans you manipulated into trusting you so you could abuse them? On top of this, shortly before I contacted Obvious in May, he messaged Y on an alt threatening her. When I started speaking out against Obvious, I started getting messages from victims of his. Here's a girl saying MisterObvious would try to befriend her just to DDoS her if she spoke out. Here's someone claiming MisterObvious slandered him and ranked him as stupid little kid in his fan group and turning his fans against him. Here's a former fan of MisterObvious talking about how he treated people like garbage and how he's happy he's getting called out. Here's another former fan calling MisterObvious disgusting and how I used to look up to him as a role model. Here's someone thanking me for posting about MisterObvious and discussing how he's been stressing out their boyfriend by manipulating people close to them. This person also sent me a huge dump of evidence against MisterObvious, the start of which includes a lot of screenshots where Obvious blamed everyone else for calling him out on being a pedophile. Here's MisterObvious claiming to quit animation because people were witch hunting him. Here's MisterObvious closing his animation studio and blaming it on his Discord server betraying him. He also states Roblox is the worst game ever made and that he's never going to reopen his place. Here's MisterObvious saying he's going to be the chaotic evil everyone thinks he is. Here's MisterObvious reopening his animation studio in an attempt to get his fans to like him again. Here's MisterObvious claiming he created the community surrounding him and that everyone betrayed him. Here's MisterObvious harassing his underage ex-girlfriend. Here's that same girl asking MisterObvious not to talk about her, and that their relationship isn't a good memory. Here's Mr. Obvious referencing the conversation he just had. Here's Mr. Obvious contacting the girl again to tell her he's blocking her, and then swearing at her and calling her passive-aggressive. Here's Mr. Obvious using a Discord alt to harass one of his victims who left his animation studio. Here's Mr. Obvious manipulating someone into turning against his victim. Here's Mr. Obvious manipulating that same person to turn against his underage ex. Here's a 15-year-old girl Mr. Obvious coerced into lying about their relationship. Here's a now-deleted tweet by that same girl claiming she met someone who warms her heart, posted around the same time her and Mr. Obvious started having relations. Mr. Obvious calling her a psycho partner after they broke up. So far, we're at 46 screenshots of Mr. Obvious manipulating people and sexually preying on young girls. And at this point, I'm sure you have no doubts on whether or not Obvious is responsible, but just as absolute proof, to give complete credibility to this video, look at Mr. Obvious's SoundCloud. Obvious has been deleting most all of his online profiles lately in an attempt to scrub all evidence pointing towards him exploiting children, but it seems like he's forgotten about this one. On this account, he's uploaded a number of recordings, one of which has a clear sample of his voice.
Isn't this such a beautiful night? We're sitting underneath 1,000 shining stars. Isn't it nice to find yourself somewhere different? Whoa.
Does that sound familiar? 'Cause it should.
My word's low. But yeah, just do this and it's super freaking delicious and hot.
And before you make the assumption that this might not be his SoundCloud, listen to a video he uploaded the day before he was blown out.
Don't listen to a word I say. All the screams, they sound the same. Though the truth may vary, this ship will carry our bodies safe to shore.
Yeah, it's him. As I do on all of my videos, I'd like to point out what Roblox has done wrong in handling this. First off, it's clear that so far, at least at the time of making this video, I've done far more than any Roblox staff member in trying to responsibly and legally bring justice to him. Roblox is a multi-million-dollar company with $92 million in investor funding, yet they can't develop a moderation team competent enough to prevent this type of behavior. This never would have happened if Roblox mods noticed the red flags he showed on Twitter. All they had to do was check his messages. Roblox isn't a complicated system where reasonable suspicion needs to be given or a warrant issued for a mod to view someone's personal messages. They have complete access to it, and they never bothered to check, and if they did, they certainly didn't care. And now we have a community of victims who've been exploited, manipulated, and threatened by what's nothing short of a monster. So what can we do? Well, evidently my police report didn't hold enough credibility for immediate action to be taken against him, but if a high-up Roblox staff member contacted law enforcement directly, I can guarantee we'd see results. Mr. Obvious has paid for Builders Club before, meaning Roblox has all of his billing information. This includes his full name, his address, his email, and even his phone number. They also have access to the messages on all of his accounts, which are enough on their own to grant an arrest warrant. This is an open and shut case, waiting to happen. So here's what you can do to help. As soon as this video ends, go to your email and compose a new message to info@roblox.com, Roblox's customer support inbox. Tell them there's an active and known pedophile using Roblox to solicit underage users, link them this video, and ask them what they're doing to stop it. It won't take more than 5 minutes, and you'll be helping a vast amount of people who've been hurt by Obvious. And then Mr. Obvious, because I have a feeling you'll watch this video, break your modem. Really, go find your internet box and take a fucking hammer to it. You've shown yourself to be incapable of using the internet without being a total cock to everyone you meet. Then take a hatchet to your toilet paper rolled dick, walk to the nearest police station, and turn yourself in. You have nothing left here. You threw everything you worked for away, all for some sick sexual rush. The only reason you kept looking online for a girlfriend is because you're so unbearable. The only way someone can stand to talk to you for more than 5 minutes is if they're doing it from another side of the world. You don't deserve to see the same sun as the rest of us, so do everyone a favor and make amends by turning yourself in. You'll save the police department a lot of time arresting you. As always, thank you for watching. I'm Ruben Sim, and don't forget to send that email.